Well, Mother Fathers, welcome in. It is another episode of Kyle Reacts here on your Friday. Happy first day of summer in June 20th, 2025. And of course, we are breaking down your Friday night Smackdown from this Friday here on Kyle Reacts. Again, if you're new to the series, how it works, as always, I take a few things we like, a few things we didn't like, and we discuss. Don't forget, full episode of the Side Hustle Wrestling podcast dropped earlier today, so catch that after this video. And stay tuned. It's usually Thursday or Fridays we drop every week. I think we're going to be on episode 78 next week, so it's been well over a year and a half delivering great content for you guys. As likely as this will be too, because what a show for Friday night SmackDown on the first official day of summer. Let's dive right in. First off, Jade Cargill. One of the things I liked backstage, delivered a pretty good promo. Obviously not out in the ring in front of the people, but still, we'll take it, baby steps. We obviously know she looks like $1 million. The work is slowly coming along, and now the ability to cut a good promo is going to be super important for her. Most likely going to be the Queen of the Ring winner, especially after what happened with Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Of course, Asuka getting the win in that matchup. They're setting up a big thing with Alexa and Charlotte. I'm intrigued by that too, just because it kind of felt like Alexa had a direction with the Wyatt Six maybe, and they've kind of pivoted off of that. And Charlotte, I mean, who the hell knows? So maybe they can get some life in that women's tag division if they ended up teaming up. So we'll see. But love Jade looking like a star in the back. Speaking of backstage promos, wow. Damian Priest presented himself like an actual serious person that I liked. He's not in that main event scene right now, but obviously he's the man in waiting for the U.S. champ when that time comes. And I could still see him perennially being inserted at some point, kind of like the Drew McIntyre situation, into a championship program if need be. I'm cool with it. He did a great job in his role, and I thought he did a good job of getting Truth refocused through his match later in the show. Third thing we liked, Jacob Fatu, and I think this is going to be something maybe we bring up possibly in the show next week, but kind of positioning himself as the new tribal chief. I mean, Solo practically gave himself to him like he was his first love or something like that. He said he's always got. We know it's not true. We know he's got JC Mateo. He's got the Tongans waiting in the wings. The other big guy, Hakuleo, or whatever his name is, has debuted on the Dark show before shows on SmackDown, and he can be something. So we'll see what happens with that. But Jacob Fatu kind of positioning himself. Now Jimmy apparently in his corner. I mean, do we have another tribal chief scenario playing out? And obviously that would pit eventually at some point, maybe Jacob against Seth or even Jacob against Braun or whatever. I mean, that's how we get there way down the road. But I'm interested about that. It was pretty cool. And obviously Jacob Fatu is a star, so it was great. And the last thing, I want to thank John Cena and CM Punk for the shot in the arm of John Cena's retirement tour. A lot of people were upset with how this was going so far. And Cena was amazing tonight. I mean, that was probably the best he's looked since he's returned, since Royal Rumble, whatever. Like, just the match itself was pretty good for what it was. We kind of figured it wasn't going to be crazy. When they started the match at like 10:35, you kind of knew some shit was going to go down, and it did. But the way it went was fantastic. I loved the promo with Punk in the table. It was the pipe bomb reversed, so to speak. Cena dropping names of guys in different companies and everything too. It's great. He wasn't going to get his mic cut off because he's the guy. It's not like, Punk, like when he first came up, it was very renegade. John is the establishment, so I thought that was kind of funny. And the irony and all of that. But yeah, that was great. That was the heel John Cena I wanted. And I think with the nod to the crowd stuff too, you're starting to see the slow embracing of the fans again. Even if it's only a little bit, it's going to be baby steps with him too. It's 6 months or 5.5 months left, but there's going to be time for him to keep slowly turning back towards him. And this feud's a great start because people are starting to cheer John again. They want, the good John Cena, and they're starting to get him little by little here and there. Entertaining John Cena is always going to be amazing, and that's what it was tonight. On the other side, things we didn't like, I didn't mind Asuka winning the match. I kind of wanted Alexa to win Queen of the Ring just because she could use that feather in her cap for being gone for so long. But Asuka could be under that same category too. I just hate that finisher. It's so dumb. Like, all the time away, we couldn't have thought of a cool strike for her or something that actually looked like good. But the flying booty attack is apparently going to finish matches now for one of the best technician wrestlers on the women's side maybe we've ever seen. So, or one of the best strikers too. That's what she's going to do. So I don't get it. And it's not like it's Naomi or someone else doing it. It's Asuka. So I mean, it's like, okay, not a fan of that. Fan of Asuka, not a fan of that. Aleister Black just walked over, and then the backstage segment with Damian Priest did well. I mean, I don't know. If I'm Aleister Black, I'm kicking Truth's head off. Like, and then I'm telling Damian Priest, you got a problem? Like, there's a feud right there. It's Priest and Black would be a great feud. But maybe they'll get to that point. I don't know. Being okay with it and not really caring and just kind of getting into the guy's face and then walking off. Not the character I was hoping Aleister Black has been to this point. And again, the new he's back vibes are wearing off now. And now he's got to actually have some substantial stories and some interest to keep that interest up and not to bring it down. And stuff like that is not cool. Speaking of not cool and things I'm tired of, I've told you guys multiple weeks. I'm happy that Nia doesn't hurt anyone anymore. I'm happy she's worked on herself and she's worked on her profession. I'm tired of seeing Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. They're going to be in a last woman standing match next week. Naomi's the wild card. And the only reason why this was any sort of entertaining, obviously she's doing okay. Like, she's not the worst champion I've seen. She's not the best. I mean, she's riding the wave for what it is. But I'm tired of Nia and Tiffany. I hope next Friday, when they're all decked out in full body suits, Tiffany's not going to be wearing her animal print jumpsuits that had, like, she can't do that shit anymore. Not in Saudi, unfortunately. So when they're all decked out in full body suits and all that stuff, hopefully this is it. This is the last time we see this. Will Naomi cash in? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, but I'm just tired of Nia and Tiffany. End it next week. That's got to be it. I don't want any more matches. I don't want any more bullshit. If that means Nia goes away for a while, it does. If it means she moves on to somebody else, cool. I'm done with this. I'm so done. But that's going to wrap it up for me here on your Friday. Happy summer. If you're in Northeast Ohio, man, get ready. It's going to be hot as hell over the next week. But we're obviously in fire now with in peak season with WWE. It's not WrestleMania at SummerSlam. We're gearing towards it. Don't forget, guys, again, full episode of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast was uploaded earlier today. Go catch that right now. And I'll catch you for the next Kyle Reacts. Back on Monday, we're talking Monday Night Raw. We'll see what happens. It's the last show before, again, Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia next Saturday. So until then, guys, have a great night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday.